Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Scarlett Fu, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Bailey Lipschultz. Bailey, what are you looking at today?
Yeah, let's start with this story of the day. Nvidia, ticker NVDA, maybe the largest company in the U.S., maybe the second largest company in the U.S., depending on when you refresh your terminal, but down right now more than 5.5%. So that is quite the drop for the company. The largest drop, though, only since late October, mid-October. This coming after a report that Google may be, in fact, selling its TPUs to Meta. So back and forth. Is Nvidia going to be the player? Is Google going to be the player? Google parent Alphabet shares up about 0.5%. One thing that's interesting is we've continued to see the entire AI debate and ecosystem unfold. When you look back to Nvidia's October 29th peak, stock's down 17%. Big move for a big company. Google up 16%. So that is a large divide between two of the largest companies in the world. And it all stems around whether you're debating if Nvidia is going to continue to dominate with Blackwell chips, is Google and their TPUs going to actually give Nvidia a run for its money? And then also kind of the underlying debate, will Google's Gemini actually be the top app? And what does that ultimately mean for the entire OpenAI ecosystem?
All right, so we'll continue to watch that one. What about Oracle?
Yeah, sticking to the OpenAI ecosystem, Oracle, ticker ORCL, right now down 3%. This comes partly on concern around who's going to win between Google and OpenAI, if we can call it winners and losers, but also on the back of a CFRA downgrade, CFRA analyst calling out the debate that Wall Street has been having for a number of weeks at this point around the company's mounting debt concerns. That's according to the analyst, Angelo Zino, who calls out the total debt exceeding $100 billion following the recent capital raises, saying that they expect negative free cash flow through at least fiscal 2028. So again, Oracle, ORCL, from its September peak, down 41%. These are big companies. We're not talking about a small company. Oracle, $500 billion right now.
All right, dumb question of the day. What is a NIO?
What is a NIO?
NIO.
NIO, BYD, they were all going to be revolutionary electric vehicles.
Chinese companies.
Chinese companies that were going to change the way that we think about cars. They were going to kind of eat Elon Musk's lunch, depending where you sat. NIO down, ADRs down 3.5% right now. This came after the company reported revenue for the third quarter, softer than analysts were looking for. Analysts kind of calling out that maybe their volume guidance missed expectations. Battery supply is still playing out. NIO shares or ADRs again down more than 3%. Kind of has been struggling though. Still up 27% so far this year. But when you consider it, the stock or the company is really about a $14 billion market cap. So not a tiny company, but certainly not revolutionizing the world as quickly.
But isn't BYD going to eat everybody's EV lunch globally, with the exception of the U.S.? With the exception of the U.S.
exception of the U.S.
Because I understand it's a quality product at a cheaper price.
Well, when I was in Asia, the entire car scene is different, right? But like seeing BYDs and riding in BYDs when we were in different parts of Southeast Asia, fascinating. And like really nice cars, they kind of are very similar to the Tesla and kind of the sleekness. Again, they don't sell here, so a little bit of a apples to oranges comparison, but still a big company. And I believe Berkshire is still a big investor in BYD.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.